I'm Dalton Barrett with News Radio WGNS, and here's some of the top stories affecting Rutherford County on this Wednesday, March the 5th, 2025, on your Rutherford Roundup. Rutherford County Fire and Rescue, alongside the Eagleville Fire Department and the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, responded to a residential fire on Floyd Road on March 3rd around 2 p.m. Upon arrival, Eagleville Fire Department crews encountered a large outbuilding engulfed in flames, which had also spread to a sizable brush fire. The fire reached an exterior wall of the primary residence, prompting a multi-agency response. Mutual aid from Williamson County, Unionville, and Chapel Hill assisted in bringing the fire under control. The Rutherford County Fire Marshal's Office conducted an investigation, determining that the fire originated from a burn pile and spread to an adjacent property. Officials are reminding residents that permits are currently required for all open burning activities through the Tennessee Division of Forestry. Additionally, residents must monitor weather conditions and ensure that fires are attended at all times to prevent incidents like this from happening. Meanwhile, in legislative news, an effort to grant Tennessee's right to die has failed in the state legislature. House Bill 598, introduced by Nashville Democratic Representative Bob Freeman, aimed to establish a process for terminally ill adults to request life-ending medication in a humane and dignified manner. The bill outlined multiple safeguards, including physician confirmations, psychological evaluations, and written request. Despite Freeman's arguments that patients should have the choice to end their suffering, the bill failed in a committee by a 2-8 vote, with Rutherford County Representative Brian Terry among those who opposed. Freeman had modeled the legislation after a similar law in 11 other states, but acknowledged the contentious nature of this issue. The Smyrna Police Department is seeking the public's assistance in identifying a suspect captured on surveillance video following a break-in at the Traditions Senior Living Center on February 28th. According to police reports, a resident awoke to find a male intruder standing in her living room. Upon being confronted, the suspect fled through the patio door. Security footage recorded the suspect emerging from the wooded area between the apartment complex and Stonecrest Hospital before attempting to enter multiple units by checking patio door handles. Shortly after, he was seen running from the scene of the break-in. Authorities urge anyone with information to contact Detective Andrew Schaefer at 615-267-5048. Meanwhile, a bipartisan bill aimed at regulating the vape industry and protecting Tennessee's youth is facing pushback from vape retailers. The proposed legislation would impose a universal carding requirement, a 10% tax on open-system vape products, and a ban on non-FDA-approved items. Senator Ken Yeager cited concerns over youth vaping. The bill also seeks to establish a state registry for vape products, limiting sales to 34 FDA-approved items and those awaiting approval. However, vape industry representatives argue that the bill would effectively eliminate 99% of available products and drive small businesses out of the market. They claim that similar laws in other states have led to increased smuggling and financial losses. During testimony, opponents, including the Tennessee Smoke-Free Association, argued that the FDA already regulates vape products and that additional state-level restrictions could push consumers towards the black market. Despite these concerns, supporters of the bill maintain that its primary goal is to protect public health and to prevent harmful products from reaching minors. A fire broke out at a homeless camp near the CSX railroad tracks and Medical Center Parkway this past week, prompting a swift response from the Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue crews. Firefighters face challenges in assessing the scene due to the camp's remote location and hazardous conditions, including large amounts of debris and propane tanks near the flames. Navigating through thick underbush, firefighters worked quickly to extinguish the blaze. Despite the difficult circumstances, they successfully brought the fire under control with only brief traffic disruptions on Medical Center Parkway. The cause of the fire remains under investigation by the Fire Marshal's Office, and authorities continue working to ensure safety in the surrounding area. Meanwhile, Tennessee farmers are being braced for financial strain as new tariffs take effect, impacting both the cost of production and international market competition. A 25% tariff on fertilizer imported from Canada is driving up cost, with prices rising from approximately $400 to $500 per ton. Additionally, retaliatory tariffs from China threaten to reduce demand for U.S. soybeans, a major concern for Tennessee farmers. Alan Meadows, a fifth-generation West Tennessee farmer and member of the American Soybean Association Board of Directors, warns that these tariffs could significantly affect the agricultural economy. He emphasizes the long-term challenge of reclaiming lost market shares, particularly as South American soybean producers continue to expand. While some lawmakers argue that tariffs are necessary to balance global trade, Meadows fears they could further strain an already struggling farm economy. In addition to tariff concerns, farmers are also awaiting updates on the federal farm bill, which could provide much-needed relief. Murfreesboro experienced a significant traffic disruption on Tuesday afternoon, March the 4th, following a collision between an 18-wheeler and a dump truck. The crash occurred just before 3:30 p.m. on South Church Street at Warrior Drive, which turns into Butler Drive on one side of the roadway. While no injuries were reported, the collision led to the closure of 2 outbound lanes, caused a considerable delay for drivers. The situation became more complicated when the fuel tank of the dump truck was punctured, prompting a response from hazmat crews with the Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue. Firefighters worked diligently to seal the damaged tank and prevent hazardous fluids from spilling onto the roadway. Traffic backups persisted until crews cleared the scene. Authorities urged drivers to remain cautious and aware while traveling through busy roads to prevent similar incidents in the future. Meanwhile, concerns over lithium-ion battery fires continue to grow, with Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Chief Mark McCluskey acknowledging the challenges posed by these high-intensity fires. While MFRD has responded to crashes involving electric vehicles, they've not yet encountered incidents of battery explosions as seen in other cities. Lithium-ion batteries, commonly used in electric vehicles, burn at extremely high temperatures and release toxic chemicals, making them difficult to extinguish. Nationally, incidents involving truck hauling lithium-ion batteries have led to prolonged highway shutdowns. Last year, a crash in California involving a tractor-trailer carrying 6 industrial-grade batteries resulted in 40-hour closure of I-15, affecting travelers and businesses. Such events highlight the potential risks associated with transporting these materials. That's all for now. For more local news, be sure to check out our website, wgnsradio.com, or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook and X. I'm Dalton Barrett, and I'll talk to you later.